in this problem, they ask you to consider Mendel's peas once again. And they have you think about the fact that some of the seeds are round and some of them are wrinkled. And some of them are yellow, and they have yellow leaves, and some of them have green leaves. Now, they ask you to go ahead and cross two parents. And it says here, all of the F1, when they cross peas having round seeds and yellow, and that's a P generation. And with your P generation, we're going to assume pure. And when we assume pure round, that's going to be big W parent with yellow. So that's going to be a big G, big G. That's going to be crossed with another parent that has wrinkled seeds, which is little w, and green leaves, little g, little g. Okay, so now when we think about their F1 generation and what's going to happen, no matter what, this parent has to give a big W. It's all it has to give. And this parent has to give a little w. That's all it has to give. This parent has to give a big G, and this parent has to give a little g. That is all they have to give. So we are not surprised that in the F1 generation, all of the plants have round seeds and yellow leaves. Now, we want to diagram this cross through the F2 generation. And we're just going to use the fork line method. So now remember, with the fork line method, we're going to look at this one trait at a time. So if I'm going to take two of these parents, big W, little w, cross, big G, little g, crossed with big W, big G, little g, the first trait I'm going to look at is round versus wrinkled. And we say to ourselves, if I, just over to the side, took a big W, little w, and crossed it with a big W, little w, I'm going to end up getting 3/4 that are round and 1/4 that are wrinkled. So in my branch line diagram, I'll say 3/4 out of all of these will be round, which is the dominant trait, and 1/4 will be wrinkled. Now when we look at this, we're going to then look at the other trait, which is green versus yellow. And again, I can use a Punnett square to cross just that trait, big G, little g, cross with big G, little g. And I end up saying to myself, when I look at just this trait out of this their offspring, 3/4 of them should be yellow and 1/4 of them should be green. So out of all the round plants, 3/4 should be yellow and 1/4 should be green. And 3/4 of the wrinkled plants should be yellow and 1/4 should be green. Using our product law that we've learned, you can multiply across, and you end up getting 3 times 3 is 9/16 round yellow. Okay? And you multiply across here, 3/16 round green. 1/4 times 3/4, 3/16 wrinkled yellow. And multiplying across here, 1/4 times 1/4 equals 1/16 that are both recessive, wrinkled and green. So that's how we see this distinctive 9:3 to 3:1 ratio. And this is your answer to the F2 cross.